Hello and welcome back to Junkyard Battles. So today what we're going to be doing is very different from what we were doing the first time. This time we'll be playing a game that I made up when I was about 7-ish. So that game, we have one long track in a U, well, kind of a U, like a flat U. And there will be two teams. One will be going down each side of the track. Wilson is our referee and he will explain the rules in a moment.
So the rules for this game, you take two teams. For example, we'll take this team on the far left, the Lowdowns, and they set up their 3 cars on the track. They will go up against another team. We'll take the Thunderdrums for this example, and the Thunderdrums will set up. Now the goal of the game is to knock as many of the other team's cars off the track as possible in 5 rounds. One round consists of the teams being taken all the way to the top and let roll down and slam into each other. So let's witness what one round looks like. Oh, and there goes the fire rescue truck. See, he got slammed by this very low to the ground scoop of the Lowdowns team leader. So that truck would be removed and the Lowdowns would score 2 points. You get 1 point for each car remaining on the track after 5 rounds, and you get 2 points for each car you remove from the track. So let's introduce the teams and then get right on to the first round, to the first week of this 7-week series, where each team plays every other team, and whoever has the most points at the end will be our Junkyard Battle champion.
Thank you for the rules explanation, Wilson. And yes, I think it would be a good idea to go ahead and meet the teams. So, in the far corner, top left up there, we have the Pointers. They have 2 pretty good pointy scoop guys and 1 solid middle. A little bit light for a middle, under 30 grams, so that's alright. Then we move on to a team we've already introduced, the Thunderclaps. The Thunderclap star player is T-Car. This is a hefty stock car, came in at about 50 grams. She leads down these heavy charges, and that really helps the Thunderclaps. Then we move on to the Misfits. The Misfits also have the Solid Man. He was named Sean Cook for one of the racing series. Not super great at racing, but pretty good at Junkyard Battles. Then we move on to the Lowdowns. We call them the Lowdowns because they are low down. This will be a hard team to scoop and fly off the track. Into the bottom left corner, we have Team Style, just because these guys look amazing. Not necessarily any outstanding players, but they're looking to wow the crowds with their style. Then just below them, we have Solid Contact, made up of a bunch of heavy hitters that are hoping to work well together and stay on the track. Then the black and white team is called Tough Luck. This team is made up of 2 police vehicles and the Black Gun, which is a Hot Wheels car. And then the team right below them is Team Firebird. Well, you can kind of see why they're named Team Firebird with that emblem right here. Pick them up, bring them in. All these teams are looking to be the champion of the Junkyard. Let's go with the first match of week 1, which is the Pointers taking on Tough Luck. So the Pointers will line up their number 1 man, Aerosmith, then Old Yeller, and Catwoman in the back, taking on Tough Luck, who lines up their police car, their white police car. Actually, they're going to go with the Black Gun in the middle, and then the white police car. Since this is a violent sport, we are going to move the other teams far away. Wilson will be our referee, since he knows how to ref these games and keep point scores. So now we're gonna go for round 1 of week 1. Wilson as the referee. Oh, and in round 1, the police car for Tough Luck gets off the track. He's gonna have to watch the match from now on, see how his team can do. They're gonna switch the white police car to the front, and the Pointers are looking good. Nothing happens on round 2. We back up for round 3. Oh, and there goes the white police car. flipped over and off the track. He'll join his teammate on the sidelines. Going to get back in there. The Pointers are looking on point today. They have one more man to dispatch. Round 4, they knocked the 2 wheels off. You can see Wilson inspects it. There are 2 wheels off the track. And it has to be the front 2 or the back 2, not the side 2. If they're like this, they're fine. That will do it for Team Tough Luck. The Pointers completely sweep them. They'll take 2 points for each car they knocked off, so 2, 4, 6. 1 point for each car that's still on. 7, 8, 9, and then 1 point for the win for a perfect score of 10. So, the Pointers get off to a great start this season. Tough Luck does not. 0 points. We will now have Team Firebird, who's a very solid looking team, take on the Thunderdrums. So the Thunderdrums are actually going with a maneuver called chipping, where they try to hit the first man with a light car, this Jeep Cherokee, pop them up a little bit, and then have their second man come through and take them off the track. We'll see if this works in round 1 of the Thunderdrums versus the Firebirds. And it didn't quite work. It definitely does for some cars, but it doesn't work all the time. The Thunderdrums now switch to having T-Car in the front. Solid connection, but the Firebirds are looking good. Oh, the baby blue car in the back did not quite make it down, got stuck on the end of the track. After 3 rounds, nothing's moving except for the Jeep Cherokee. There goes the Firebird. He has been slammed off by T-Car. That ties it up, and it's looking good for the Thunderdrums coming into round 5. And there's a tie. Nobody gets the extra point. The Thunderdrums have 2 guys on the track, and they killed 1, so they get 4 points. Same for the Firebirds. So both teams will score 4 points. Not bad. Not a bad start at all. Although the Pointers are way up there with 10. Let's update this scorecard. You can see the Pointers are at the top. They're at 10 points. The Thunderdrums get 4 points. The Firebirds down here get 4 points. And Team Tough Luck gets 0. Now we have the Misfits taking on Solid Contact. Solid Contact will show up first. And this is how they're going to go. The Misfits, on the other hand, are slightly misfit. They're going to be going with little blue in the front, big Sean Cook in the middle, and black 43 in the back. Oh, and it's Solid Contact all around from the Misfits and from Solid Contact. Round 2 looks much the same, except Sean Cook gets a little bit under his own teammate. That is not good. Looks like they're going to be holding, and it might just be a 3-3 tie. That would not really be good for either of these teams, but neither team is confident enough to switch their lineup. And that will do it for the 5 rounds. A stalemate to the very end. The Misfits had 3 people left on the track. They'll take 3 points. Solid Contact had 3 people left on the track. They'll take 3 points. Let's update that scoreboard. Misfits 3, Solid Contact 3. The Lowdowns now take on Team Style. I think that Team Style can actually pull something off here. I mean, look at them, all chrome and shiny. Now the Lowdowns are definitely one of the better teams here. They got some cars low to the ground, which is hence their name. Let's see what happens in round 1. Oh, and he removes all 4 wheels. Wilson slides up there to check, and all 4 of Stingray's wheels are off the ground, which means he is eliminated. A good start for the Lowdowns, not so great for Team Style. Oof. Round 2 goes pretty smoothly. Oh, and the Lowdowns score another point. They now have 2 tries to remove the last man. There's one. And there's 2. Team Style barely holds on to 1 point for keeping that man on the track, while the Lowdowns score 3 points for the men on the track and 4 for the guys they killed. That will be 7 points for the Lowdowns. There is a little bit of a videotaping error there, but as I was saying, the Lowdowns get 7 points. Team Style will hang on with 1 point. That means right now the Pointers are at the top of the division, Lowdowns in second, and the Thunder Drums are tied with the Firebirds. That has been the first week of Junkyard battles. I hope you join us for next week. Drop in the comments which team was your favorite, which team you think will win the entire season, and anything else. If you have improvements on my setups for the teams, please tell me that also. If you have better names, maybe we can work it in the next season. Thank you for watching RoadRunner Raceway!